So, hey internet, I'm Ludacris, you guys can call me Laura, and welcome to the first ever Q&A video. That's right, it's the first ever Ask LD3, so let's just get this started. Flair5001 asked, what's the difference between arts and crafts? I don't know. I don't know what the difference between arts and crafts is. Little Weird Guy asked, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? The amount of wood a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Tamara Rice asked, what is your biggest fear? Falling. Have you ever eaten squid? No. What's the most memorable prank you've ever pulled on someone? Oh god, I don't know. I don't think I've ever pulled a memorable prank, or yeah. Simone Robinson asked, what book do you most want to see made into a movie? I don't have any books that I've currently read that I want to see turned into movies because I like books in their purest form. Words in pages. What was the last TV show you loved but got cancelled? I don't know, because the ones that have been cancelled, I really love the way they ended it, and they ended it really nicely, and I think it had a nice conclusion, so it didn't need to be, you know, every storyline had an ending, and I was just happy. So M. Zini asked, would you rather have magnetic nipples or nipples for eyes? Magnetic nipples, duh, because I like my eyes. They may not be able to see very well on their own, but they're very aesthetically pleasing, and you know what, if I had nipples for eyes, I'd be, you know, blind. Katie Ruthenstyle asked, what is your OTP? I don't know. I don't know. I feel this question should be more specific. I guess my OTP right now is me and you, so we don't have a name. Maybe someone should get on that. Dennis Fang asked, how excited were you to appear on Serial Time? So excited that I made a whole video about it because it was amazing. So if you haven't seen it, there'll be a link to that down in the description, and also like here. Davis Fang asked, Charlie or Jimmy? How dare you, sir? Ask me to choose between two amazing individuals, and unfortunately, considering you're making me choose, I choose Charlie because I've known Charlie longer. Jamie Moe asked, would you rather be able to go to Hogwarts and be unable to do magic, or be a witch but never go to Hogwarts? Be a witch but never go to Hogwarts. Duh, because what's the point in going to Hogwarts but not being able to do the magic? The whole point of going to Hogwarts is be able to learn the magic. So if I can do the magic but not go to Hogwarts, it's like, I'm not too fussed about that. The only reason I would want to go to Hogwarts is to learn the magic. Duh. Dylan Fox asked, if you had a podcast or a radio show, what would you name them? Maybe one day I'll have a podcast or a radio show and I'll have a name for it. But right now, I don't know. Maybe it's just unintelligible babble. I don't know. Friend talk. Real talk. I don't know what I would call it. Let me know what you think I should name a podcast or a radio show if I had one downstairs in the description. Maybe if I create one day, I'll use your suggestions. The reoccurring David asked, what is your most binge-watched TV shows? My most binge-watched TV show is Gilmore Girls. Hands down. I binge it at least twice a year. And I've watched it several times since I was like 12 and it was still being aired and stuff, and I would watch the seasons that I had over and over and over again, just wanting to know what happens next. Which books do you have multiple copies of? I have 3 copies of The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I have 2 copies of Looking for Oscar, also by John Green. I have 2 copies of We Should Hang Out Sometime by Josh Sundquist. I have 2 full copies of the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling, and I have 2 copies of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I think it's Charlotte. I believe that's it. Writer William S. Burroughs said, language is a virus from outer space. What is your interpretation of that? I don't know. Katie Starr asked, if you could travel anywhere, where would you travel and why? Currently VidCon, because VidCon. Duh. If you could have any pet, what would it be and what would you name it? I currently want a West Highland White Terrier, so a little West Highland White Terrier, little cute little dog, but I have no idea what I would name it. Maybe something like Daisy. Did you know my birthday was coming up? No, I didn't, but happy birthday. What's the thickest book you have ever read? I believe the thickest book I've ever read is A Game of Thrones, which is like 800 plus pages, probably verging on 900 pages, but I think that's currently the biggest book I've ever read, I think. A Matter of Opinion asked, if you were to suddenly become a whale, what would you miss most about being human, and what would your first act as a whale be? The thing I would miss most about being human is probably this whole YouTube thing and interacting with you guys and just communicating in general in any way I manage to communicate. And my first act as a whale would be taking in a bunch of water and splurting out of my blowhole. I just think that'd be fun. Ludacris Kingdom asked, who would win between Katniss Everdeen and Harry Potter? Harry Potter. Magic. Duh. Sonny Annie Anime asked, favorite anime? Fullmetal Alchemist / Brotherhood. Gazling asked, what is your favorite food for just being plain lazy and your go-to order at a restaurant? My favorite food for just being plain lazy would have to be chicken nugget, because nuggets. And my go-to order at a restaurant is either a chicken parmigiana or a lasagna. One of the two. And this is the very last question. Less question, more riddle, but Beth Horton asked, in a one-story pink house, there was a pink person, a pink cat, cat, a pink fish, a pink computer, a pink chair, a pink table, a pink telephone, a pink shower. Everything was pink. What color were the stairs? There are no stairs, it's a one-story house. That's it for the first ever inaugural Q&A video. It was so much fun and I'm so glad you guys asked me questions, some serious, some not so serious, and I really, really enjoyed answering your questions. So I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope we can do it again soon. So if you think of a question and you want it asked in the next Ask LD3, in the next Q&A video, please leave it down in the comments with the hashtag AskLD3, because that'll let me know not to answer it in the comments, because if you don't put it there, I'm gonna answer it in the comments. So, and you can also use that on Twitter and other social media, I think. I will see you guys again on Monday, but until next time, don't forget to think differently. Bye! Honestly, if I went to school with Tom, I probably would have had a massive crush on him.